Who is Sai De Silva's husband? All about David Craig. Sai De Silva and her husband, David Craig, have been married since 2009. Get to know Sai De Silva's husband, David Craig. The style blogger turned Real Housewives of New York City cast member married her other half in 2009, and they welcomed daughter London 2 years later in 2011. Their son Rico joined the family in 2017. Despite De Silva's public-facing career, Craig, who stays home to manage the family's household, prefers to keep himself away from the spotlight. We live in a world filled with oversharing and documenting our every move that I think it's healthy to keep some things private. No, he's not a celebrity or a famous athlete like some of you have asked. She shared on her blog Scout the City. The mom of two added, "He's my perfect guy who loves his privacy, and I respect that. He's supportive, encouraging, and always by our side. I admit, he's a terrible Instagram husband, but other than that we're thick as thieves." So who is Sai De Silva's husband? Here's everything to know about David Craig and his relationship with the reality TV star. While De Silva was on a girls' trip to Costa Rica, she met her future husband. After 10 days straight of surfing, partying, and eating, she met Craig on her final day of the vacation. "I met him at a swim-up bar of a private resort that I randomly found during our stay. He was on a work trip and I had the world's worst attitude. I can't lie, I was a little hungover from the night before and suffered from a lack of personality due to my self-inflicting sickness," De Silva wrote in a blog post. "My head was killing me and I was in no mood to make small talk with a guy I didn't know." Despite her headache, Craig caught her eye. "A few minutes passed by before he insulted me, which actually made me laugh and gained my attention. I admired the fact that he was funny since I love to laugh. The more we chatted, the more I realized that we had a lot in common." After meeting in Costa Rica, the Bravo star says they began dating immediately, except this was a long-distance situation. Craig is from Canada and made a trip to New York City to see her for their first official date. "I remember being sick and wanted to cancel the date, but he showed up with a handful of my favorite flowers and a care package filled to the rim with items to help nurse me back to health," she recalled. "He courted me in every way and his surprises for our first date went beyond my expectations." Craig's sweet gestures did give her some pause, however. De Silva admitted that she grew wary of him because he was the sweetest person I ever dated, and started to think there was something was wrong with him. Still, she decided to go for it and see how it played out. "He was so different from what I was used to that I didn't know how to react," the TV personality revealed. "I put my self-sabotaging ways to the side and gave him a chance because I deserved to be courted and adored as we all do." After dating long-distance for years, De Silva and Craig were married in a private ceremony on June 16, 2009. According to Bravo.com. After 15 years of marriage, De Silva's advice for a happy and long marriage is pretty simple. "Have sex," she told people at the season 14 premiere of Roni. De Silva and Craig became parents on September 6, 2011, when their daughter London Scout was born. "After dating for a few years and 700 flights later, I found out I was pregnant. The look of disbelief in my face when I read the P-stick was unexplainable," she wrote on Scout the City. "This was not planned, and considering I had a long-distance relationship, it was not ideal. Fast forward a few years and we made it work." When founding her blog in 2014, De Silva drew inspiration from her daughter's middle name. "When London was 3, I was so obsessed with dressing her up that I simply had to document it," De Silva shared on her blog. "I mean, toddler fashion? It was too good. Then almost overnight, our account gained a ton of followers." Their son Rio arrived on April 12, 2017. Both London and Rio frequently make appearances on their mom's social media accounts, and even participate in sponsored content and ad campaigns for brands like Old Navy, Ralph Lauren, Google, and more. De Silva says their kids love a beach trip and are the easiest when on a trip. "Anytime that my son and daughter can exit and go to the beach, they're all about it, so they had a really good time too," she told People in 2024. She also celebrates that her kids are the easiest when on vacation. Sometimes they're so quiet, I forget they're in our hotel room. Like, hello, is anyone there? She added. My kids are very, very relaxed, very chill. They love a good vacation. The Bravo star shared. They love to sit by the pool. It's almost having little mini adults that are hanging out with me. Sometimes I'm like, is this normal, that they're so relaxed and chill? I have really good kids. Craig is private and rarely seen on De Silva's social media profiles or on Roni. De Silva confirmed on her blog that just because fans don't see him doesn't mean he isn't active in their marriage or with the kids. He likes his privacy. In a world where we share everything, it's nice to have something that is private in my life. She wrote. It keeps my sanity, and I also think having a little mystery is fun. However, he is very involved when it comes to his family, and I think he should win an award for Father of